Welcome back to the Corde Snell show. Hell yeah, I'm the guy, Corde Snell. With me, I got on the ones and twos. What's up, Jared?
Hey.
What up, Noah?
What's going on?
Just chilling. How you guys been?
It has been good.
Okay.
We took some time off.
Yeah.
You've been busy crushing it with Donell Rawlings.
Hey, man, appreciate that, man. Yeah, shout out to Donell Rawlings, the Rawlings team. I just came back from opening for him at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. That shit was amazing, yo. I'm not gonna lie, it was super fun, super dope. People kept telling me I was doing well, but I was just happy to be there. It was my first time in La Jolla / San Diego, so I was just super excited. Like, I was nervous as hell. Like, I was just like, okay, just do well, don't run your time, but do your time or whatever. Don't take too long. Make sure you get his name right. Plug is special, like all that type of stuff. Like, I was doing well. And the funny thing about it, like, once I got there, because they have like door people there at the La Jolla Comedy Store as well, they would go up and then somebody would go up before me and then I would go. And watching them just kind of ease me, like, just like, because I'm like watching them do stand up, I'm like, it's just stand up. Like, it's not, you know, like, not like I have to go up here and present and stuff like that. I was like, it's just stand up, do the same routine, write your jokes out. Like, I remember, it's funny because most people don't know this. I write my jokes out before every set. I know a lot of comics don't do that. It's like be all in their head. I think my imagination is so big, or my mind is constantly racing, that I have to write it out as a way to just muscle memory to realize like what I'm doing and what I'm about to say. And sometimes I know what I'm about to say, but the fact when I don't do it, I feel like I'm rusty, or I'm kind of, I don't know what joke to go to next. It'd be like my first joke hit, my second joke hit, my third one hit, and I'm like, okay, what's next? Because I didn't write it out, and I'd be kind of struggling, and I'm like in the moment, like, oh shit, what joke I'm about to do? And then usually what happens is I go to a bank of old jokes instead of like the new jokes I'm trying to work on and develop. But yeah, man, the Comedy Store was so dope. Damn, I should have wore, I got a Comedy Store hoodie. Man. They had it in my size. That's the biggest thing. They had it in my size, yo. People who don't know, big dudes be struggling out here, right? Matter of fact, this is why I loved the early 2000s, because everything was oversized. So they always had my size. So much so I have an old school Patrick Ewing Georgetown throwback jersey that I can still fit this to this day. I bought that when I was 15 years old. I am 34 right now. Like, it still fit. I remember I was supposed to wear it the throwback day in my school, but it was dirty and I was hella mad, and I was like, damn, this sucks. But yeah, so back to the Comedy Store, they had my size, it fit well, it looked nice. I can't wait to wear it around, showing it off, because I earned that. I had a good weekend with Donell Rawlings. Appreciate him for everything. It's so dope. Like, being a comedian, I want to get better. Like, I was about to say call myself a famous comedian. I'm not famous, but I want to get there one day, right? I didn't see myself opening for Donell Rawlings. That's like, I didn't imagine myself going to La Jolla Comedy Store and opening there, performing there. And I'm just like, it's surreal. And then performing with them, flying. Like, I just keep telling myself, like, yo, I could use this. I could get used to flying out on the weekends, flying out on Friday, doing several shows. Oh, also shout out to Donell, because it was 5 sold out shows. I think when they was telling me that it was probably going to sell out. I think the Saturday show, it was like first one of the Saturday shows was sold out already, and then the second show Friday was sold out. Then going up, leading to before we came, there was okay, Saturday just sold out, and Friday shows are both sold out. And so by the time we got to the club, so I think, because I told me at like 2 p.m. that Friday and Saturday was both sold out. By the time we got to the club at 7, because the show started at 7, but we got there like 6, whatever. They was like, yeah, we only got 12 tickets left on Sunday, so that's going to sell out as well. I'm like, yo, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be dope. Eventually, I got some merch coming from Donell too. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to wear it, see if you see me plugging that stuff. The shows know it's all love. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, Donell. Appreciate you, Team Rawlings. Hell yeah. What else? It was just a great feeling, man. It was a great feeling. I'll be honest, I had a great set. Like, I had a few great sets. Like, really, everyone kept telling me that I was killing. I never like to say that I'm killing, because I never want to be full of myself and never want to be like, oh man, I'll be killing. Like, because it's used so much now. Comics say they be killing when they don't. Like, they did okay. Like, so I never want to be that person who oversells and over deliver. Like, I'll be real quick. The chick who was working there at the Comedy Store, she was working the door. I didn't know she was a door girl. I just thought she was just working there, right? She told me, she was like, don't bomb. And I was like, I hope not. I hope, please, I hope I don't bomb. Now with me, when you tell me don't bomb, I'm already knowing I'm about to fucking go up here and kill this shit, right? But you say don't bomb, I lower it even more. I'd be like, whew, I am so nervous right now. Even though I was a little nervous, but she told me don't bomb. That's like a challenge, right? Like, I bet you can't kill it. I'm like, oh, let me show you how much I'm not about to bomb up here. And I went up there, I did great. And then I walked up to her and I was like, whew, good thing I didn't bomb. She was like, fuck yeah. And it was like this dope ass moment, yo. So much so, funny ass moment. You guys know most of my jokes are like, or a few of them. I talk about tall chicks. That's one of the things I talk about, tall chicks. If you want to come see me, I'll start dropping my show dates on here. I don't know why I never said this before. I have shows and stuff like that. You guys know I do stand-up comedy. I talk about tall guys dating tall women. Like, I mean, if you're a tall guy, would you date a tall woman? Like, yes, no. Most guys always say no, which is always a weird thing. And then I start asking guys who are under 6 feet, would you date a tall chick? And they be kind of hesitant. Some guys be like, yeah. Some dudes be like, no. I remember one time it was a 5'4" guy. I was like, would you date a chick who was 6'4"? He was like, nah. And I just looked at him. I was like, you wouldn't date a chick who 6'4"? He's like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. And I'm like, dude, you are 5'4". Are you serious right now? Like, he was with a chick who was 5'7". She looked tall as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. She looked tall as hell. So back to the show, right? I'm there. I asked a chick how tall she was. She was 6'1", shocking. She was with a dude who looked kind of tall, but shorter than her. I was like, hey, that's dope. And then I asked the guy up front, I was like, yo, how tall are you? He was like, I'm 5'10". And then he looked kind of short. Then his homie was like, how tall are you? I was like, how tall are you? He was like, I'm 5'11". And I kind of didn't believe it. They looked like 5'8", 5'9", right? Then the chick who I asked earlier, she was like, I'm 6'1". You want to measure real quick, right? And then I was like, I don't know if I want to do some crowd work right now. And I said, fuck it. I was like, yeah, stand up, right? So the dude who said he was 5'11", he stands up, right? And then the chick who said she was 6'1", she stands up, and it seemed like it was like an elevator because she just kept going and going and going up. Yo, she was towering over this dude, right? And then I said, hey, yo, this motherfucker is 5'5", and the place erupted. Yo, I was like, oh, it was one of those shocking things. And then in my head, like, I'm enjoying it. I'm letting the laughs just keep going. In my mind, I said, how the fuck I'm gonna follow that? Like, this was 3 minutes into my set of a 20-minute set. I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna keep it going after that? Like, what do I do next? So I went to another joke that was doing well, that was super killing too. And it was just a great overall weekend. Like, it was dope as hell. And I was just like, yes. And I'm impressed. Donell, like, I posted the weekend because it was super dope. And everybody was saying, this is dope. This is hella cool. This is hella dope. He left a comment. He was like, good work, sir. Stamp of approval. That's all I needed. Like, that made my whole day. Everybody was commenting and stuff. I was like, he said, good work, sir. He said, good work. That's all I needed. Him saying good work. I'm like, yes. Seal of approval. I'm doing it. A legend is telling me good work. My day was set. My day was set. My week was set. The comedy was very humbling because I did 5 sold-out shows Friday, 2 Saturday, and 2 Sunday. And then I came back to the Bay Area and hosted a show in front of 12 people. I'm going to be honest, I didn't get many laughs. I don't know if, like, they didn't find me funny. But then, so this is the funny thing about comedy. You can make a ton of people laugh. A ton of people, like, laugh out of their chair. Oh, my God, you stupid, bro. Like, what, you dumb as hell. And then you have some audiences who are just listening intently and laughing inside, but because a comedian thinks they're not laughing, they think they're bombing. I remember it was like a long set, but then for the people who came up to me after the show, it was like, hey, that shit was really good, man. That shit was really good. That was amazing. I was like, now you guys call me, I'm off there, I'm kind of tired. And they was like, no, I had a good time. And then old dudes who didn't say much, they was like, hey, man, first comedy show, loved ya. And I was like, y'all didn't laugh at all. It was so weird.
That's the worst.
It's the worst.
You feel like you're bombing. You get off. You're like, I'm probably going to end it all. And then someone comes up to you and goes, wow, that was a lot of fun. Like, you're great.
It was great. And I was like, should I go in on these people? And the funny thing about it, I was talking to some people in the crowd. I like to do crowd work or just like talk to people in the crowd. And I was like, what do you guys do? He was like, oh, we go to a boating school. I was like, what? They was like, yeah, we go to a boating school. I was like, they have that? They was like, yes, in Vallejo. I was like, oh shit. Like, Cause I applied to this job on Indeed. It was like we're gonna start you off at like $95K. You have to constantly meet with students and stuff like that. And I remember I was like, this sounds like a lot of work. I was like, I don't want to be working because I thought it was a naval base. I thought it was like some premiere for the Marines or something like. But no, it was just a boating school who all of them went to. One of the guys' girlfriend said she's wanting to get her ID fixed because they measure you in centimeters. And she's 66. No, my bad. They measure in inches. So she's 66 inches, but on her height they put 6'6". And I was like, oh, which is funny because her dude is like 6'3". And it was funny because he was one of those. He was like, I was with Jada Chick who was 6'4". He was like, it's funny. Dudes they'll do a cop out. They'll be like, what are they a chick who's 6'4"? My girl's right here. I can't do that with my girl sitting right here. I was like, if you wasn't talking to this lovely woman, which is a chick who was 6'4", and they're just like, they don't want to say no because it's like women in the crowd. They be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do it, yeah. I'm like, this motherfucker lying. So it was a funny little moment right there. But yeah, it was super humbling because I'm just like, yo, I just came in from San Diego, and now I'm here. But like, I'm humble about it because I ain't gonna be like, man, this is one thing. I don't want to be like a bitter old comedian or a comedian who head blows up. Like, you know what I was doing this weekend? I was at the Comedy Store. I'm better than this shit. You know, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm like, nah, I still have to go out here and do it. I still have to go out here and grind. I was trying to do something with mics this week, but I was just super tired. I remember I kept trying to get the energy up, and I really didn't. And then I was like, why am I so tired? And I thought about it. Well, I flew out Friday morning. I did 5 shows over the weekend and then flew back late Sunday night. And then I think I went to sleep at 2:30 and then got up and went to work. Like, huge turnaround. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like, man, like, so to still be going out and doing stuff is still something, you know? And
at our age, we can't just bounce back.
Yeah, we can't bounce back. I mean, Jared, you can because you're 23. Noah's 18. And I'm 34, which most people don't even know. Like, okay, so Jared, do you ever get people thinking you're super young as well?
Yeah, so because the audience is really going to think I'm 23. I'm 31,
yeah.
But yeah, I guess I look younger than... You always feel like what you see is not what other people see. Yep. I think I look my age for sure.
Yeah.
But clearly I look younger. But yeah, no, people do think I look younger sometimes, and that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't feel younger anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. It's funny thing about it, I'm 34 now. I didn't stop getting carded to go to places until I was 29, 30-ish. Like, people stopped carding me then. I was like, they'd be like, okay. They were like, ID. Okay, you good. I was like, you know me? And it was like, nah, you just good. I was like, why? I was like, how you? He was like, dude, you're over 21. And I was like, excuse me, sir. I would still like to be carded. Like, but it was funny because I'm just like, oh shit, I finally look old. But then I was talking to my coworker today, and then she was like, oh, I thought you were like 27, 28. And I was like, okay. And I found out how old she was, and she was like 25. So which is super funny because I'm like, she thinks I'm younger than what I am, and she looks older than what she is because she's like super mature. So I'm like, yeah. So I got the baby face. Yeah, baby face comedian. Hell yeah. What about, how old do people think you are? Like
16.
Yeah, I thought
that's
so.
the usual number that they.
Yeah, I know, which is funny because the show's never seen your face. We'll have to post a short or something with a picture so people can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
In my opinion, he looks like the third Fuentes brother from the band Pierce the Veil. If anyone knows who Tony, or is it Tony Fuentes? Whatever, the lead singer, Noah looks like his little brother.
Yeah.
And that guy's like your age, Corde, and he looks 20.
Okay. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but that's cool.
A Mexican dude from San Diego.
Oh, I thought he was a white guy. Oh, damn, dude. I kept thinking.
Noah doesn't look white. I will fight this. I look white. Noah doesn't look white.
Noah looks white to me because he looks like a skater.
True.
He's dressed white. I'll give him that.
There you go. Dressed white. White adjacent. He's appropriating white skater culture.
Which is okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. You can still white people shit.
Because we are in California.
Yeah.
I was a scooter kid, so that counts.
Oh, right. You Snow got this weird thing where he's like, I don't skateboard, I scoot. I scoot or
That's
scooter.
right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Backflips and shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Wait, you've done a backflip on a scooter?
I have attempted.
Would you accept that answer if the scenario was anal? If it was your girlfriend?
Oh, that sounds kind of weird. How is it? Did you do anal? I attempted. What happened? I couldn't fit. Or, it Anybody ever hear of fucked a hoe before? Like a chick who's not like a prostitute, but like a chick who you found out was a hoe?
Yes.
Anybody lose their virginity to a hoe?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope to God she hears this.
No.
I feel like she'd go, no, I'm not.
Oh! Jared, share the story real quick, please. Share this story real quick.
I don't know if I talked about it on this show. So I lost my virginity when I was 17 to a woman who was 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she was like 4'10", so I still looked like older than her. She looked really young, and I dated her for like 2 months when I was 17, and then on my birthday, she told me that she was like cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend, and then it set me down a dark path for about a year and a half.
For you, Batman, Spider-Man, and then it sent me down a dark path.
I'm like, you know those memes like I'm like Batman, but I'm like Batman, but I just hunted down pussy relentlessly for 18 months.
You sound like is it Tobey Maguire when he killed? He was like, it sent me down a dark path.
Exactly.
It's like never could get it back. Like I was like, this is Spider-Man, No Way Home. What about you? Noah? You ever dated a hoe?
Yeah. It was my or not dated, but it was who I lost my virginity to.
Okay, I feel like we all lose our virginity to hoes, yo. Oh, okay. Well, Jared ended up dating her afterwards. Did you end up dating the hoe after that?
Oh no.
Okay.
No. That would have been death, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was crazy.
Oh yeah, she was crazy.
Yeah, she was very crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like crazy chicks, Corde?
No. The struggle. Okay, so, I do this thing where people always tell me like, "Why are you talking to her?" I'm like, "Cause she's pretty." They be like, "Yo, like why you put?" I was like, my homie was like, "Yo, she's pretty, but she's great." Well, she wasn't crazy, like, cause all right, real quick. So I don't like crazy chicks. I had a homie who dated crazy chicks, and I was like, "You need to get the fuck away from her, dude." So I started to recognize crazy chicks. So I don't like to date them. Do I like to date chicks who are hot or pretty, who are like kind of, I don't want to say stringing me along, but like I should, like, why you keep dealing with her kind of a thing? Yeah. But not crazy aspect like super jealous or like think you cheating on her all the time or just coming up with any random thing. Like I can't deal with that shit. Like I remember I was talking to a chick one time who was like that. She was just like, "Why does your phone keep going off?" And I was like, "Cause I'm in a group chat." Like, like what? Like are you out here talking to other women? Like always think I'm doing something. Like when I'm with her, I'm like, how am I doing this stuff when I'm right here with you? But yeah, but what you doing when I'm not there? Sleeping. Comedy. Yeah, just rested. Like I never get that. Like cause I can't, cause you know, I think they said wise man learns from others and then dumb people learn from themselves or something like that. But I was like, yeah, I saw other people dating jealous ass people or people who they probably shouldn't be with and they could do better than. So I learned from that. And then I did date like a crazy chick before. I dated a chick who was jealous, but it was short lived because it would hit me like, oh, this is like such and such's crazy ass girlfriend. Oh, I experienced this. I'm leaving because I don't need to be in this like toxic relationship for how long, because then you start getting fucked up in the head, which like a few of my homies did. They was dating like a toxic chick for like way too long. But you know, crazy chicks have good pussy. The sex is amazing, and that's how they keep you, right? That's how they fuck you. But like me, I'm like, oh, this crazy bitch would fucking keep a kid if I get her pregnant, you know? Now we should also use condoms out there, but crazy chicks love not having. They love having unprotected sex. So I was just like, I remember I stopped because I was like, one time I was like, oh snap, did I almost? I'm like, nope, ain't doing this shit again. Like, ooh, and like, oh, like I was always one of the homies who said, y'all wear condoms all the time. Make sure you practice safe sex. You don't want to have a kid. You don't want to have a kid by this crazy chick, or you just don't want to have a kid. Period. Even if you love this chick, wait. You can always wait. Like if you love the chick, well, we want to have a family. We 19, we 20, we 25. What are you doing right now? Do you have a career? No. Does she have a career? She's working on it. Well, having a kid ain't gonna really help that, right? So then, the hardest thing, and the thing I love is like people will say the hardest thing is to grab a condom when you're in it without one, right? But then for me, what always it was, I was like, that's not as bad as stressing for a whole month waiting for the girl to say, you can't come over because I'm on my period. That's that I got my period is some of the whew, most relieving thing. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like,
Never been so excited to see someone bleed, but not die.
Never been so excited. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, just yo, whew, thank you, God. You helped me out with another one. Hell yeah.
I found that quote you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
It was Otto von Bismarck. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes.
Yeah.
The wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
There you go. Hell yeah. I mean, because if you see a homie like dating a toxic ass female, her breaking shit, her I remember I had a homie, his crazy ex-girlfriend would go on his MySpace page, delete everybody. This is how long ago this was. MySpace, yes, it was a thing. Delete everybody or any new chicks who he like friend requests or something like that. Block them, delete messages. Then if she got his phone, because he left his phone somewhere, because he would be faded or drunk or whatever, she would get his phone. Figure out whatever his password was. Delete all female numbers or any contacts that they had. Like one time he deleted she deleted his female boss number, his then like the chick who was under her, like literally was deleting people at his job numbers who he needed to let know, like, hey, I'm gonna be late. But she saw like a convo going on, so she's like, you don't need to talk to her, you don't need to talk to her. And then so he's like trying to call her, but doesn't remember the name or the number by heart. So he had to he had to use the yellow pages to look up what his job's number was and get connected to his boss. He was like, why didn't you call me? He was like, my girl erased my number. Or erased your number because she thought we was talking. She's like, yeah, we do talk. He's like, no, she thought we was dating, or I was cheating on her with you. She was like, I'm your boss. He's like, I know, she crazy. Like, she crazy. Like, sometimes when dudes be like saying, yo, this chick is crazy. And then women be like, no. Well, guys always like to say that, be like, no, she is crazy. The funny thing about it, bisexual women know that females are crazy because they deal with them. All right. Like, just be like, oh, chicks are like, I was talking to this chick recently. She was like, I was like, so you date chicks? She's like, yeah. It's like, why do you date chicks? She was like, well, I date men and chicks, but chicks are attractive. They're pretty. They're thoughtful, they're caring, but them bitches be crazy. I was like, see, I was waiting on it, you know, because women love to talk about how guys aren't there and all that kind of stuff, and how sometimes you have a deeper connection with a female and then find out that women are super, super crazy, super more emotional, which can turn bad, things like that. And so I think a chick broke it down to me, or I was like figuring out where usually if a woman dates another woman, she thinks that a woman will treat her better because men treat women bad because they don't understand them, they don't reason with them, they're not emotional or anything like that, right? And then sometimes women have gotten hurt worse because they went into a relationship thinking that this woman's gonna treat me well, we'll have a great connection, she won't cheat with me. So you have all these expectations of how great a woman will treat you, and then end up choosing like toxic woman or this bad woman too. So now she has no place to, or doesn't know where to go now, because she's like, I thought a woman wouldn't do me like this, but she just like a man, or even worse, because she got all my emotional support, got me like all wrapped in my feelings, and then did me worse or dirtier than the man I was with before. I dated a lot of bisexual chicks. They would tell me shit like this all the time. So yeah.
Did you know they were bisexual when you like the girls? Did you already know they were bisexual when you tried to date them, or did you find out while you're dating them? Like, do you go for bisexual chicks?
Yeah, for a bit I was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool. And then I stopped because a lot of bisexual women had dated women, and they was literally scarred by the women they had dated. And I was just like, I remember, I'll tell the story real quick. I remember I was talking to a chick who went to my high school. I was trying to get at her, and like, she was single. I was like, was you with your girl for like 2 years, right? She was like, her girl was butch. She was like, yeah. I was like, what happened? She's like, oh, she cheated on me. I was like, damn, with another female? She was like, no, with a dude. I was like, what? Like, this chick was butch, cheating on her female girlfriend with a dude. And I was like, damn. I was like, what happened? Where'd you come? So I caught him at the house, in the room. In your bed? It's like, in my bed. He's like, and then she made it worse. I was like, how'd she make it worse? Like, cause like, she left with him. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, don't she be wearing like this outfit? She was like, yeah, but she was being super feminine right there. Then she like put the nail in the coffin, or the the topping or whatever, the cherry on the cake. He was like, all right, let's go, babe. She was like, yes, daddy. I was like, yo, Butch girlfriend said that to you? She was like, yes. I was like, in front of you? She was like, yes. I was like, damn. Well, baby, I ain't gonna treat you like that. That ended up working out, but it was funny though. It was funny.
Do you like being called daddy? I find it weird.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't find it weird. Yeah, I like a nickname in the bedroom. Hell yeah. Like
I like nicknames. Just specifically, daddy is a weird one for me. So I was just curious.
You know, I'm like, hey, did you call your last dude daddy? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, well, don't call me that shit. Call me Poppy, or like come up with like something else. Like, and it'd be funny because like if. I remember one time a chick was going back and forth between Corde and Daddy. I was like, call me Corde Daddy.
That's actually
Corde Daddy. Yeah. It was like Corde Daddy. Like, because I'm like, you getting mixed up anyway, and it's going to come together anyway. So, hey. Yeah, so, or like Poppy. I love Poppy. Especially like a chick is like Mexican or Latina or something like that. And she's saying Poppy or something like that. I think it'd be weird if a white chick called you Poppy. Like, did you study abroad? Hey, wait. What is Poppy in French? Or like, what's like daddy in French? Is it daddy? Like
find out.
Yeah, that's definitely something. Oh, what's okay, Jerry, your girl is what?
Vietnamese.
I was about to say Korean, so I was way off. What's daddy in Vietnamese?
Oh, I don't even know how to do like a white version of it.
Yeah.
According to Google Translate, it's just papa. In French.
Papa. Papa. That would sound terrible in bed. Papa. Like, yes. Are you thirsty? Do you need something? That seems more like somebody needing something than trying to come. Hell yeah. I didn't expect you to ask me that, Jared. Hell yeah. That's yeah.
Vietnamese. It's the letters are B with an O with a accent on it. So it could be bao or like bo. The weird thing about Vietnamese is they only have like
bao.
Let's say they only have like 70 letters, but then it's how you say them.
Bo.
Yeah, exactly. But it could mean something completely different. Like bao could mean like fork, and then bo could mean like the president. It's a tonal language.
She's forking the president in the bedroom.
Bow. I think there's literally like a video of learning how to speak Vietnamese where this girl says a whole sentence where it's the same words said different for our ears, but it's a actual sentence.
Nice.
Gnarly.
Crazy. What about you? You like being called daddy in the bedroom?
I honestly, if a girl calls me that, I think she has issues. I think I don't have the build for that name.
What?
I feel like you have to have a certain build. Like you have to like look a certain way, and I don't look like a daddy.
I get what he's saying.
I don't.
I if someone's
That's
calling,
because you look like you, Corde. You've always looked like a man.
if someone,
Corde, you look like a man probably by the age of 8. You were already too large of a human being. And I don't even mean wide, I mean tall. You probably were already like 5'8" when you were like 7.
I was kind of tall like growing up. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I was kind of tall, yeah. And then I had a huge growth spurt my 8th grade year. I grew 7 inches in 6 months. My body was fucking
vertically?
Yeah. I grew 7 inches vertically and 4 inches widthwise. Hell yeah. If you want to be true, I didn't get big. I didn't really get, I was like kind of husky or whatever, but I didn't really get like big like this until like 2009, 2010. Because I got sick, like medicine. Like I used to be rocked up. I used to be an asshole. Dude, I'm like, imagine, I want to say Patrick Willis, but like imagine like a really good in shape like linebacker. Like I was like,
I've seen pictures.
Yeah.
Like, I think what's funny is I was trying to do a dick joke. And I think you guys thought Now I feel bad. I was like, that's not what I was trying to say.
You should have said this earlier. I would have definitely went like, hell, well, I I grew 7 inches and then I grew like another 6. You know what I mean? So I grew a total of 13 inches, you know?
Oh my God.
And then it grew another 2. Not in height, but you know what I mean. Yeah, hell yeah. That's, yeah. Yeah.
Man, that was hilarious. When you started talking, I was like, oh, that's what he thought I meant.
Yeah, I thought
oh,
you meant
shit.
fat. I thought you meant width. Like, I didn't know what you meant. Like, you should have definitely said that. I don't know. Hell yeah. Remember last episode you was asking me, like, we talked off air about this, but like, do you ever feel sexualized about a female?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Do women ever fetishize you because you're a tall black man?
It doesn't happen often, but another chick texted me the other day, like, I want that big black dick. And that is such a turn off for me. That is such a, because only white girls say that shit too. Like, that's the thing I hate. Like, only white girls. It's like white girls who don't normally date black guys say shit like that. It feel like they get it from like a porno or something. Also, I hate when I hate watching interracial porn, like black dude, white chick, because they either make the black dude hella aggressive, or they make like the white chick like, oh my God, yeah, give me that big black. And also, there was a big black cock. That is such a like. It makes black dudes so soft. Like, we don't say cock, it's like dick. Like, you know, like, give me that cock.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cock is so weird to hear.
Terrible word.
Terrible word. Like, yeah, give me that cock. Give me that cock. Like, give me that, like, no, dick. Give me that dick. I'm gonna give you that D. Like, all right, you never hear, I'm gonna give you that C. You ever hear that? You know how weird that sounds?
I hear, I'm just taking this in right now.
Yeah.
I get it. I guess just for I'm sitting, I feel like dick seems more juvenile than cock, but don't say no. The people I know would agree with me.
The white people. That's what it is. That's the white people. I know.
There are different cultures in this world.
It's a white thing. Like,
that's
cock,
what I was about to say.
White cock is big. Like, no, give me that D. Give me that dick. Like, oh fuck, I miss, like, you know. No, like, cock is like, if you like, when she tell me like, I want that black cock, I'll be like, give me like 30 minutes. It was like, why? Because you be like, why? I was like, oh, I just went soft because you said cock, not dick. Like, that shit would, like, you know, it'd be like full erect. Like, boo. You know, like when they unplug the bounty house, like, or like the fucking little thing being in front of like car, like they like, like, yo, hey, throw an episode of The Office on. Like, I don't need to. This shit is stupid. Like, you over saying black cock, like, who the fuck says that shit? It's dumb as hell.
It's the enunciation on the K, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just like the cock.
So, Jerry, you asked me the other day that, like, ever felt sexualized. We talked about, like, black cock and stuff like that. I remember it was this chick who said she was socially Democrat and voted Republican. I also at the time I was like, I don't know what the hell that mean. Like, you just want women's rights, something like that, but you still vote a certain type of way. I thought it was weird. But then I remember she would be inviting me over, like, to her place, and like, but it was only at specific times. I was like, can I come over now? Like, this one Snapchat was like big. Like, it's kind of big now too. But she was like, oh, my friends are weird. I can't really have you over right now. It's kind of, just wait. And I was like, I would always fall asleep because she would try to make you wait. And then she would invite me over like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, hold up, is this chick ashamed of me? Because she only had white friends, and like everybody who was coming over was white, stuff like that. I was like, hold up, is she trying to hide that she's talking to a black dude? And then I was pissed because I'm like, yo, you ain't even all that. Like, if anything, I should be hiding you. Like, I saw her out a few times, and I told my homies, like, oh, that's the chick who be acting weird. It was like, Corde, She invite you over at 12:31? Nah, dude, you should be inviting her over at that. Maybe 2. Homie said you should never see her on campus. You should only see her at 2 a.m. But I was like, yeah. Then I was like, what the fuck? And then she started over. I was like, let me see that big black dick, or she said cock one time. I was like, ew, this was gross as hell. But yeah. Moving on. Mike Tyson's about to fight Jake Paul. He's about to kick his ass. I don't think he's going to knock him out because I feel like it might be in the contract that he can't knock him out. Or I think if Tyson loses, it's because there's so much stuff. You probably, like, you can't knock him out, or you will lose like a ton of money. You can't do this, you can't do that, as a way to make sure that Jake Paul doesn't look bad, because Mike Tyson, that man is scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's crazy to know that, like, he be training and stuff like that. He's like, you sure you want it? You sure you want it? And he talks about like feeling like a bitch, because he's not as powerful. He doesn't hit like how he used to be like beforehand. And I never understood it until like recently, where I'm just kind of like, he's probably feels his way because he's not in best shape how he used to. He's not as dangerous as he used to be like in the ring. Now he's getting older, so he's losing the character of Iron Mike or Super Mike because he's getting older. His knees probably hurts, back hurts, stuff like that. So it's like he's not that no more. I feel the same thing as like a former athlete. Like my knees hurt. I'm not as in great shape anymore. And it's weird because like I feel like he gonna channel all that sadness into anger and just take Jake Paul out, because he was like, who the fuck you think you is trying to challenge me and win an exhibition match? Like I think it's gonna be great. I'm never gonna watch it. You guys gonna watch it?
I'm very interested. I might check it out.
Yeah, I'm 100% gonna watch that fight.
When I saw it, I was like, Noah gonna watch this shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit is gonna be dope. That's probably like probably the number one pay-per-view. When is it? Like June 7th or July 7th or something like that? They got some months.
Let me find out.
They got some months because this will be dropping April 1st. Ha, April Fools. Ha. And they got like a few months, and Tyson is training his ass off.
Yeah, July 20th.
July 20th. Okay, yeah. So they gonna have like 3 months. Damn. Tyson's gonna be in good ass shape. Yeah, I can't wait to see that thing. No Diddy. It's the new No Homo. Which is hilarious. Diddy's been in the news. Did you not know that, Noah? Did you not know that?
Nope.
Oh shit! Oh yeah! Like it's hella funny. I've been seeing it on Twitter. Like it's been going right. It was like he's like, yo. So I was with me and my man's No Diddy, and I was like, oh, this like it's picking up. Then I heard it on a few like shows, and he would like Bart Scott said it on what was it? Get Up. On Friday, he's like, no, you over talking about, because it's talking about a quarterback. He was like, Mike, you over talking about Jalen Daniels' legs. He was like, or his No Diddy, his thickness, his thick, like No Homo, but his thickness and stuff like that. I'm like, oh shit, it made it to ESPN and people don't even pick up what just happened. It was funny as hell to hear. I was like, this really taking off. But yeah, man. So No Diddy is a thing. Like no more No Homos, No Diddy. I don't know what to say on that trial or whatever he's going. I know he fled the country and stuff like that. They invaded both his homes. I heard he was like drug trafficking or something like that. I don't know what to say about Diddy, but
it's all of them.
Yeah,
sex trafficking, like abuse. It's pretty bad. It's a long rap sheet.
Yeah. I know that man is wild. What's funny? Oh, this I've been thinking about this all week because I've been wanting to talk about this. And it was like, can you believe he was doing that? Can you believe Diddy was like this? In my head, I'm just like, his record label is Bad Boy. He's singing it. I feel like he was saying, bad, 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 bad boy. Like he was warning you. You make me feel so good. Like I was like, it was a reason his label is called Bad Boy. It was like, can you believe Diddy did all his bad things? He's like, yes. Like, why do you think my label is named this? Like, why do you think, that's like Death Row Records and people was getting killed? Like, why do you think it was called that? I might turn that into a joke. I don't know, but it's just hella funny to me. It was like, all the signs was there. Like R. Kelly, I remember the SNL skit. He was like, I've been writing and telling you all this information. Kenan Thompson cracked me up in that thing. That shit was hella funny. But I'm like, yeah. It's Bad Boy. And then like he was like, oh, sex trafficking, all kind of. He's like, take that. Like he was warning people like what he do. It's like, yeah, take that. It makes so much sense to me. Like everything that, I remember it's funny. The funny thing about it is just like all the rappers, like when they said him and Meek Mill was gay, that was his boy tour or something like that, because they said he had sex with a rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj from Philly. And I'm like, yo, why y'all being so like specific? Like then he responded. I remember, what's always said Diddy was on some weird stuff was 50 Cent. 50 Cent always said Diddy be on some weird stuff. He'd be looking at you. It's like a room full of women. Diddy just be out here just looking.
He has that scary look to him. Like some pictures where he's like just like resting bitch face.
Yeah.
He has like resting murderer face.
It's like
Yep. No, he looks at you like he's gonna eat you.
Like I watched Making a Band a lot. That was like my show. And remember, he would just be talking to people, and he would just be like, or like the movie Get Him to the Greek, when he's looking at everybody and when he's in the office, he just kind of looking at them, and it looked like motherfucker, you say another dumbass shit. But yeah, it's super good. Like that's a super good movie. Yeah, nah, I just I feel like he was warning people for years, but nobody believed him because he smiled a lot. Like, you know, like I don't know. That's my funny take on it. Like, yo, I was like, bad boy, you know. That's just me. So I've been getting back in the gym lately. The reason why I was getting back in the gym because I feel like I'm gonna start flying more and put it out there. Hopefully I do more shows with Donell. I have to fly to different places all the time and stuff like that. And I just want to get more comfortable in my seat, like instead of always having to go get the emergency exit row, which I hate when old skinny people or skinny people, period. Noah, if I see your punk ass, like, so if we take the shit on the road and we start flying places, Noah, if I see your ass, if you have like, let's say you in like row A, or we know how it's not assigned seat on Southwest. If you're in group A, like first 15, and I see you sitting in the emergency exit and there's no seats for me, I'm going to just grab your hand, Noah, and I'm going to yank you up out of that fucking seat. Because there is no reason why a skinny motherfucker who needs, like your size, what are you, like 5'10"?
Like 5'9".
5'9", right? Sitting in the exit row with more leg room. Like I saw two old folks sitting in the exit row. And it was like, will you be able to help us? It was like, I'm like, no, I want to be like, no, they won't. I was like, so you want this guy and not me to help people off this motherfucker? I'm like, all right, this looks stupid as hell. But yeah, I just, so that, and also just like, I feel like my stomach is getting big. I hate it. But like, it's crazy. You know what's crazy? This was crazy because everybody asked me, because I can lose like 40 pounds within a few months, right? And then, but once I do that, I start pulling women or I start getting hella compliments and like, you look good and stuff. And then I get complacent. This is honestly what happened. I get complacent. I meet chicks and I'm just like, I'm good. I'm at my point right now. I'm pulling women, right? And I'm like, so I get complacent. Or I'm getting women now and I'm like out of shape. But the thing I hate the most when I go to the gym, I hate when skinny dudes always ask me how much I bench or how much I squat. Because I don't bench or squat that much when I first get back. But like in a month or two, I'm up there like in the 300s, right? Oh, I could probably squat like 300, something like that right now, just because my legs are just naturally strong. But, or like you ever, Jared, this happened to you? Like you ever hate when a dude think you staring at his girl or his girl think you staring at her and she say something to her dude and she not attractive?
I get fuck.
Take your time.
So I've always been too afraid to look at girls in that situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's like, but I would imagine it'd be mortifying because that's how afraid I am to do it in the first place.
No, so a lot of times, right? Because I listen to my music, so my eyes wander, but like I just be like daydreaming most of the time. And then I try not to make eye contact with girls because I'm already knowing like they probably thinking that, oh, this shit would happen to me one time. It was like this chick. I was staring at her, but I was staring because she had no ass and she had like, you know, the new thing women do is wear like these panties or these booty shorts, but they're considered workout pants, right? So I'm like looking at her because she has no ass, but she has like these booty shorts on. And I'm just like, why you got these shorts on? You got no ass. What the fuck? Like I'm like in my head, like I'm thinking of like ways she can actually grow an ass. I'm like, you probably need to squat more. You need some deadlifts. You need to do some like some hip thrusters to like actually build up your glutes, your hamstrings, your thighs, all that stuff in my head. And then like, she kind of like, look, like, and then she goes over tell her skinny friends that I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, she's like, she gotta like look at me, and she's like she's like over there, right? And I'm just like, man, no, this bitch ain't trying to tell. Dude walks up to me, Jared. He was 5'6", trying to punk me, and I'm like, I'm 6 foot, and I'm just like, my size too. He walks to me, he's like, oh, dude, I wasn't finished here, and I wasn't really listening. I really wasn't paying attention to what was going on. I was like, all right, so he said, yeah, I need to finish my set. I'm like, nah, I don't want to break anyway. What the fuck are you like? So I turned away and he was like, oh, can you move away from me too? I was like, bitch, what the fuck you think this is? So I was like, all right. I kind of look away and he was like, can you move the thing? And I was like, you can move your own thing. And then he does it and he kind of gets up and kind of goes like this to me. And I was just like it was like this weird ass thing, and he kind of like, he was like walks away, and then the chick's just like, yeah, and I was like, I almost yelled, "Bitch, I said your ass is flat." That's why I was staring. Like it was super weird. And then I went to the gym today and I saw her again and I was like, her ass got smaller since the last. I was like, oh, this is crazy as hell. But it's funny to me, like people they think you be staring at them. Like, nah, I wasn't. There are some chicks I do be kind of like, fuck, I gotta look away because I know this chick. Like that's sometimes chicks be going there who be like wanting attention, seeking attention. I purposely look away. Like I see them, I'm like, oh, let me turn this way. I don't even want to give you no satisfaction, but it's always some dude like, damn girl, like looking at you, or a dude who's like in good shape, trying to get at every single woman, always trying to strike up a conversation, and how they be like in the way. I'm like, hey, can y'all move? Can y'all move this conversation over to the left because I'm trying to work out right here. It's like, oh, okay, my bad, dude. I was like, yeah, it's all right, it's cool, just trying to lift, you know, just trying to get in here and lift and move on, you know. It's like, well, I'm trying to lift too. I don't know. Seem like you lip with your lips. Lift it with your lips. Yeah, and it was like, so what you mean? I'm good. I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right. And I was like, what was that? What was that 185 you was hitting? Yeah, that's my warm up. All right. That's my warm up. That's my warm up. Yeah, so I'm getting back in the gym. Also, going to the gym, I remember it helped me write a lot of my jokes when I started going a lot last year. I used to write a ton of jokes. What's up? My mom was always racing and stuff like that. So I just want to get back in the gym, lose probably a good 40 to 60. I want to lose like 60 to 80 pounds, honestly, because I can always get in the gym. I can lose 40 pounds, but I can't hit the 60 threshold. And I really want to lose like 60 to 80 because then I'll be out of 300-pound club, and that's like something I really want to do. But yeah, and pull bitches. No, but I just want to be more comfortable, you know. I got bad knees at this point from football and sports, and being this big, I definitely think doesn't help. But just getting healthy or whatever, you know, just made me feel better. But it's the thing about it, me, like we talk about with you, Jared, like everybody wants to be somebody else's size. Like I'm not one of somebody who's gonna be like thinking like I'm ugly or some shit because I'm big. I'm like I get chicks, I get attention, I flirt, like I'm cool. Like, you know, I just want to be. I don't want to say healthier because I always feel like Joe Rogan always says like, oh, because like she looks healthy. You're way healthier now. And I'm just like, you could be skinny and unhealthy. Like I hate that term. Like I hate just because you're big, you're unhealthy. Like big people are considered like unhealthy or whatever. But if you're a lineman in the NFL, are you considered unhealthy? No, because like you're fucking working out all the time. Or this. Most running backs who are like 5'10", 5'11", who are like 220, 230 are considered unhealthy and overweight because at their height, they need to be 180 pounds. So, which is always fun to me. Like this rocked up running back is overweight. Like Marshawn Lynch was probably considered overweight for his position because of his height. Or Adrian Peterson because he's 6'1", like 235, 240. Derrick Henry is considered obese for his size because he's 240. 6'3", 240, supposed to be probably like 205. So he's like 35 pounds overweight. And if you see that guy, you just like, nah. Like The Rock is probably overweight.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He's off the chart of whatever the normal thing is.
So you see shit like that, like it's crazy. Like every time I go to the doctor and I get a new doctor, something like that, they always take my weight. They be like, oh my God, weight's kind of, you know, and I say, oh, like we see he has some injuries. And I was like, I just play sports. Oh, you play sports? Oh, that's why, you know, you're kind of rocked up. And so I'm like, yeah. I was like, oh, wait, you thought I was big? I thought you was big because you was big. I'm like, nope. You used to play sports. You look at my medical history. That's why I had knee injuries and stuff like that. So, yeah. Jerry, you like petite girls or you like big girls?
More petite. I think I told you before, there are some girls that look really good, kind of like chubbier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say normally I'm really into girls who have abs. Like that's like the one like you know, like everyone likes tits and ass, but there's that one thing other than that you like. Yeah. If a girl's got like a really flat stomach, she doesn't have to have like six pack, but like the vectors or whatever they're called. Yeah. No, I find that so attractive.
What about you, Noah?
I don't know. I've gone between both, so like I feel like it's hard for me to choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like. Which my homies consider I like big girls because they at least like girl with abs or very like flat stomachs and stuff like that. So anytime it's not that, they're like, Corde, you like big girls. Like so much so that my fucking friends are assholes. They literally partner me up with the big girl in the wedding, the bridesmaids. It was like, oh, such and such said, we know you liked big girls, so I made sure that y'all like got introduced. Like, do you think she's cute? I'm like, no, I like the thick chick with the big titties right there, like the smaller one or whatever, right? So I kind of lean into it. Like a lot of times, like my homies always say I like big girls no matter what, no matter who I date. Like I was showing them like different chicks. They was like, oh, she not fat. I was like, yo, that is not who I like. You know, like I like thick chicks, but it's always been like this constant argument with them because like you like chicks who are like flat stomachs, like so more petite. They won't say that they're petite. They'll just say, no, that's a normal chick. Like, no, that's not, no, she's not skinny. She's normal. And I'm like, she's skinny. No, that's normal. And I'm like,
yeah, if the girl's got some sort of abs, I would say she's athletic.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
They'll say that's normal.
Yeah,
you just like fat chicks. That's why. And I'm like,
there has to be something.
Are you fucking serious? Like it's like constant arguments I get into. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like I got so mad at one time because one of my homies was dating kind of a bigger girl, but we all liked her. She was great, so we just kind of didn't say nothing. But he kept saying, he's like, Corde, we know you like fat girls. We know you like fat girls. We know you like bigger girls. And we're all just like quiet because his girlfriend was bigger, but we liked her, so we didn't say nothing. And then one time, like he kept saying this a few more times, and then we was drinking a little more. He was like, I mean, but you like big girls. I was like, the motherfucker who's dating the big girl says I like big girls right now? Are you fucking serious? I'm tired of this shit. Fuck you, man. And he was just like, she wasn't that big when I met her. I was like, fuck you, asshole, dick. I was like, that's why you smell, all right? That's how you smell. Shout out to Musty Mays, my homie Pierre Mays. Shout out to him. Because in high school, he smelled one time in sophomore year, so he got the name Musty Mays ever since. Never, so yeah. So it was that. My homie name was the Claw or some shit, Pinky or Pink like Patrick. So, you know, some shit to stick with you. So for the podcast, I like white girls. I like big white girls. That's what stick with it from me and my homies. They always say I like big girls. My family say I like white girls. That's what sticks. Yeah. Get back in the gym, one step. Okay, so all right, real quick, I wanted to ask this question. What time are we at right now? How we doing?
We're getting towards the end here. I do a little bit of math. I think we're at minute 45.
45. Okay, we have 15 more. I can go to session. So okay, I don't watch a lot of white stand-up comedy. I always wanted like, do you guys watch a lot of black stand-up comedy?
No, I don't watch a lot of stand-up at all. That's kind of my dirty confession. But
okay,
yeah, even still, probably mostly like white dudes.
Okay. What about you, Noah?
Yeah, I watch them. All comics.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who's some of your like? Cause I don't know a lot of white comedians. Nate Bargatze. Like I know all the like the big guys like the Chris D'Elias, like Tom Segura and stuff like that, like Bert Kreischer and all those different type of guys. But I don't watch a lot of white guys. I feel like most black comedians don't. Like, you know, for real quick, it took me forever to watch Bill Burr. I thought Bill Burr wasn't funny just because he was white. I had never heard of him. But he was like, you don't know who Bill Burr is? I was like, was he white? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, white guys ain't funny. Not knowing his comedy, not knowing nothing about him. And then I got Pandora, heard one Bill Burr joke, became an instant fan. Like, this is motherfucking funny as hell. Or what's the guy who had one-liners who died?
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg, one fucking GOAT, legend. Funny thing about it, remember the AI you showed me?
Of George Carlin.
Of George Carlin. I never really watched George Carlin growing up. Not because I wasn't a fan. Well, we just didn't sit down and watch George Carlin as a family. My dad will sometimes watch him, but I remember he was always on HBO because I think he had he's always putting stuff up there.
He never put out a special every year for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like an 11-year stretch doing one every year was insane.
It's insane indeed. And I was like, I never really watched him. And everybody say that's like one of the top ones. I just think like certain demographics just don't watch like certain people. Like okay, right now. Tell me your top 5 comedians right now.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Mark Normand,
mm-hmm.
Casey Rocket, Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
Two more. I'm gonna put Chris D'Elia in there,
okay.
And then, man, I don't know my last one.
Okay.
What about you? Know?
I would go David Tell, Tony Hinchcliffe, Casey Rocket. Casey Rocket's definitely, I would already put him there. Mitch Hedberg.
Mm-hmm.
And then last one's hard. Maybe Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know who's the guy.
Stavros Halkias would be my fifth.
I don't know who
he's
that
good.
is. I don't even know who that is.
I'll show you him later. He's very funny. Does mostly crowd work.
What's the you said the Rocket guy?
Casey Rocket.
I don't know who that is either.
Just a local Austin comic who's on Kill Tony a lot.
See, like, and it's funny because like I would have probably chose none of those guys except Bill Burr or David Tell. Schultz is dope, but like I feel like I'm a fan of Schultz, and Schultz not like up there as like my favorites. Like, so I say, well, Nate Bargatze, I love him a lot.
He's really good too.
He's funny as shit. I didn't even know he was doing only clean comedy. I watched him a lot. Tom Segura is like another one, like white comedian who I really like, who's also Latino, but
he's
very,
Peruvian.
Yeah, very white passing. You know, like knows full Spanish and doesn't even, you know. And I was like, oh, okay. You're like, but Tony Hinchcliffe, don't watch him. Like Kill Tony's the thing. Like I don't like the guy who you got. Like Mitch Hedberg got into him because Pandora, amazing. Bill Burr, Pandora, fucking amazing. Chris D'Elia, so I thought Chris D'Elia was just because I saw him on the show Whitney. I know he was a comedian, and then I found out he used to do shows in Santa Barbara. This place called Laughology that I used to was part of at UC Santa Barbara. He was funny as shit, but I only watched his first two specials and haven't caught him with it since. I mean, watched him since, and so it's like funny to me, like the disconnect of the two worlds of comedians. Like, do you know who Bruce is?
Nope.
Do you know who Deion Cole is?
Nope.
Do you know who Lil Rel is?
Nope.
Do you know who Ali Sadiq is?
Yes.
Okay, because he's in Texas and shit like that, right? Or
oh no, because you showed me a clip of him.
oh, you know who Mike Epps is?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because he's an actor and shit like that. Do you know who Earthquake is?
I've heard the name. I don't know what he looks like.
Okay, Wanda Sykes.
Yes.
Chris Rock, obviously.
Who? No. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know who? Fuck. Like,
this is good because now I'm redeeming myself. Please keep saying people.
No. Because I was trying to think.
racist.
George Wallace. George Wallace.
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay. You know who Steve Harvey is, right?
Yes.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yep.
Theo Hughley.
Yeah, I know.
Bernie
everyone from
Mac.
the Kings of Comedy.
Yeah. Did you watch the King's Comedy?
No, we did an episode on it.
Hilarious. See? But it's always funny, like, cause like I'm telling you, like legends and goats and people who I grew up on, like Martin Lawrence.
I know that. Yep.
Yeah. Like, did you ever watch his stand up? Like, I think he dropped.
Actually, I think because Martin Lawrence did Black Knight, the movie Black Knight.
Yeah. I
watched that movie like 9 million times.
Yeah, it was always on.
Yeah.
Your daughter's afraid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like fun, like the different worlds of the two. Like, you know, like it's crazy.
Definitely growing up out here, I think you only really run into black comedy if you go to Tommy T's.
Yep.
Or you see these comedians through movies.
Yeah.
If they never did a movie, we usually don't know who they are.
Yeah. I mean, and then I could watch a movie. I don't even know who they was if they was a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like like Joe Rogan. I knew him more from Fear Factor.
Right.
I didn't know he was a comedian. Then UFC, Tony Hinchcliffe. I just know him from Kill Tony. Bill Burr would pop up. Randy would pop up on Chappelle's show. I didn't know he was a comedian. A few other guys you named.
Oh, neither of us know said Gillis. And I think right now Gillis is probably has to knock a spot off somebody.
Definitely,
but that's
Gillis.
a guy who only does well with white people, I think.
I also forgot Sebastian Maniscalco. I would have to take him onto my list.
Yeah, Sebastian Maniscalco. I definitely know him because he's Italian. You know, black people Italians is this crossover because it's like the same like the mob stuff, or not the mob, but it's like Scarface and stuff like, and then like Italian, like it's like family, and it's like our demographics crossover like a lot because New York was like we're about style, kind of, so like our cultures kind of collide a lot with that kind of, so yeah.
And nowhere to the same degree, but when Italians first came here, they weren't considered white. So
exactly. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that, and that's why I didn't, because like it was like Irish, Italians was like with the black people because they was like no Italians, no Irish, no blacks. Like that was like the three things. So yeah, it was more of a togetherness because of that. And then they started accepting it, so they assimilated in. But it's still like their people's grandparents or ancestors remembered that how they was treated. So yeah. But yeah, I've always thought it was funny because like I've named like people like Ali Sadiq. You didn't know who that was until I showed you him. He's like fucking amazing. He's like I I don't want to say he's a Shane Gillis because like, but he's like kind of like on like that, just killing it right now, doing like a fuck ton. Like Lil Rel, it was in Get Out, the movie Get Out.
He was a TSA agent.
The TSA, yeah. See, like, yeah, he was a TSA agent.
Now I know who he is because he was in a movie I saw.
Roy Wood Jr.
Okay.
He was. Oh, okay.
You
was
like Brian
He
Simpson?
was on the Daily Show.
Oh yeah, Brian Simpson.
Yeah.
Because he's on the mothership and stuff like that. Brian, it was a funny thing. I remember one time I tried to Brian Simpson with the punchline, and then I asked. He was like asking for a guest set or like needing somebody. I was like, can I do a set? He was like, nah. I was like, oh shit, my bad. He was like, well, I know she's funny. I don't know if you're funny. And I was like, you can give me a chance. Still good. He's like, nah, I'm good, and walked away. And I was like, all right, cool. But it was funny because, so I remember I had met him. I think it was January or February 2020 before shit like locked down. And he was there chilling, visiting, and just like hanging out. And he was like with like 5 other comedians who was there for Sketchfest. And it was funny because like he was before he blew up, but a lot of people was fans of his. Like a lot of comedians in the Bay was like fans of his. Like come out, support. Like I think he was doing like something at Cops or something like that, or maybe he came back and did something at Cops later. Or no, I think he got like a random night at Cops or a weekend because I think somebody dropped out. So they gave him a weekend and said, "Yo, come out, support. Let's all support Brian and stuff like that." And now he has like the Mothership special. Then I think he had like before that he had got like the 30-minute special, the stand-ups and stuff, and this was all before that. And I think he got that after like coming out of the lockout. I forget what, but yeah, he was up. It was cool as hell. But then the second time I ran into him, I was like, "Remember the last time?" And he was kind of like, "Nah, I don't." And I was like, "Oh, well, we talked for like 15 minutes, but that's cool." But years passed, so you can't remember everybody. But it was just funny as hell to see that. But yeah, it was for that moment. He was like, because it was Emily Condolato, like she's passed at the Punchline. She's super funny. She lives in LA. She did Conan. He was like, I know she's funny, and I was like, she's hilarious. So I was like, well, she's dope as shit, so I don't mind her getting the spot. But it was just funny. Like I asked, it was like a moment. I was like, I ask because like you can't. Only thing you say is no. But it was funny because it was like I know she's funny, and I'm like, brother, if you gave me a chance. But I understood it because I was like, yeah, he don't know me. And it was like, I go up there and bomb or eat dick. Like now he gonna be mad as fuck because, I ruined the show. But man, I was like, I think I'll do good in front of this audience. So yeah, it was cool though. But yeah, it's basically what I was trying to get at was like the difference between white and black comedy and how we don't know each other's like stuff. Like, no, what are you, Latino?
I'm Mexican, yeah.
Mexican, right. Yeah, that's what's funny because I keep saying he's white. Like, who was some of your, like, would you have famous, like, Latino comics?
The first comic I ever saw was George Lopez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I grew up watching him.
Did your family watch Mencia too?
No.
Or what about Fluffy?
Fluffy, yeah, we love Fluffy.
Yeah. Anybody else?
No, I feel like it was mainly George Lopez growing up.
You know what I'm thinking about too is like even with like white folks, like the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, Jeff Foxworthy, all those guys, like those are guys that like big comedians to a very small niche that when we think of comedians, we don't think of them.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, those guys are probably worth millions of dollars doing those.
Old too though.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's no different. I mean, how far off is that from like Kings of Comedy? Like both those things happening probably within 10 years of each other.
Yeah. So the funny thing about that, I think honestly, like white guys started getting that kind of stuff because the Kings of Comedy was like so successful and like the Blue Collar thing. But then Jeff Foxworthy, right? Because like Jeff Foxworthy, I think that was like a clean show for most of it. Like the funny thing about that is to me is like a certain niche of people, but then like he's like clean and also just doing like family stuff, like, oh, me and my wife and kind of things like that versus like the Kings of Comedy. Like I was a kid and related to it because I remember Bernie Mac when it was talking about kids adopting his sister's kids because she was on drugs, stuff like that. They was talking about sex stuff. I didn't identify with that, but then the shit seemed funny. Or like Cedric Entertainer talking about white people go and leave us and try to be on like and then go to the moon. It's like, motherfucker, we'll be driving a spaceship, like kind of was like hella because like they probably would try to like leave us. But I was like, but yeah, black people could drive anything if you put the right person there. Like, but how long you been driving this truck? 2 days. I'm like, you whipping this? I'm like, yep, sure am. So stuff like that. It's just I don't know because I always felt like a club owner told me this. There was like the people who does the best I've noticed who are the funniest people are black. A white comedy owner told me that. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, hell yeah. But then it was kind of like, you know, sometimes you don't get your respect. Like, you know, Tommy T's is like the one black comedy club, you know, or you go to other places and like you feel like it's not respected, or you have to kind of like change or alt your comedy. Like you have to assimilate to whatever scene. Like there's like, I don't want to say the SF scene, but you know, it's like different. Like East Bay versus SF. It's like always been a beef. Most of the time because East Bay comedians are usually mostly black or Latino, don't get the same love, and SF, not because they're not funny, it's just because like it's a different group, but we'll do both. Like East Bay comics will always do both, right? We'll do like East Bay and SF. SF seemed like they would only do SF style comedy, but then always complain like, why don't you ever invite us over to the East Bay? And then now I seen like a lot of SF comedians started doing East Bay shows, but still keeping it SF style. Still bring the same SF comedians over. Still kind of, I'm like, yo, man, why don't you book some East Bay comics in the East Bay? Right here. Right doing like it was. So yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this, but how much time we at?
I think we're about wrapped up.
Yeah, we're about wrapped
like
up.
Minute 55.
Yeah, I'll just say had a great fucking time at the Comedy Store. Was tiring and long, but I had an amazing time. Hope to do more of that. I'll probably go to LA this upcoming week. Try to maneuver my way around there, make my way downtown, driving fast, racist, passing them. Like
He talks all this shit about white people, and then he starts singing their anthem.
Hey man, it helps. Hey man, I know white girl anthems, man. That's what I knew. That's one of my newest jokes. I know white girl anthems, like especially you know the number one. They'll get like every white chick singing with you on every chick on your side. Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone.
Wouldn't have thought that, but makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense, right? It's like I've been doing so much better, Brian. Hell yeah! So yeah, that's it. This okay. This wrap it up. This been the Corde Snell show. Did you get your hour of Corde this week? You need to. You know, like a 60 minutes a day, working out keeps you healthy. 60 minutes of Corde a week keeps you laughing, keeps you funny, keeps you energized. I hope I made your day. Corde made your day. Hell yeah. We'll be selling merch. So this is new coasters, the Corde Snell coaster, the Corde Snell show coaster. All right. Also hit us up in our email, the Corde Snell show @gmail.com. All right. Email us, talk about, ask us any questions if you want to know more about Noah, you want to know more about Jared, or if you want to why my teeth are so damn yellow on this fucking thing. Even though they're not yellow. The funny thing about it, y'all don't know there's two bright ass lights right here that highlight it and not zoom in. For those who be watching on YouTube, they be like, why is this dude's teeth so yellow? They not yellow. Like, Jared, can you confirm that my teeth is not this yellow?
His teeth are not like abnormally yellow.
Yeah. It was funny. I started getting self-conscious about it, but I knew what my teeth looked like, and I'm like, they don't even look like that. And then most of the time I've been thinking it's because of the coffee I just drank, but I'm like, my teeth ain't that yellow. It's just the beams and lighting and stuff like that. So hell yeah. That's been it. It's the Corde Snell show, and we're out.